Anyways, I'm still going through like that sort of journey, and I'm definitely on the camp of limiting the amount of alcohol I drink, just because as I'm getting older, I'm thinking more about my health, and not just in terms of physical, but also mental well-being. I want to be like, when I think about my mom, she's turning 80. And we're going to Japan, you know, and like the fact that she's turning 80 and still wants to travel, she still walks every day. And so that sort of crept into my mind about like, I want to be my best version of myself when I'm old, in terms of being healthy, in terms of still being able to go do things. Like, you think about it, we work so much, and then our golden years when we retire, I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to like not be able to get up and go and do stuff. I still want adventure, and why would we work so hard just to retire and be tired? You know what I mean? I want all the mental and physical strength I could get. And so that's kind of what this birthday means for me, is that I want to be on a more healthy journey. So yeah, I guess that's where I'm going with this. So with all that said, we're probably gonna start tomorrow because it's my birthday, and we're gonna go out for dinner. We're gonna head to Ruth's Chris, a steakhouse. It's a franchise, but it's actually one of our favorite steakhouses. We have tried so many, and whenever like someone asks, oh, what's your favorite steakhouse? And we'll say Ruth's Chris, they're like, ooh, really? But for us, we love it. It's just a simple steak. And yes, I will partake in an alcoholic beverage. I will probably have maybe like a martini or something just to have a little nightcap for my birthday. But after that, yes, I'm going to go back not having to feel like I have to drink at every outing. I don't know how this turned into an alcohol vlog but yeah, I guess this is just a new year for me to learn and grow and be the best self that I can be, and tackle one thing at a time, because obviously there's many things that we can improve. And so maybe for this year, it's going to be my alcohol consumption and just learning to have a better relationship with alcohol, I guess. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my alcohol journey. But let's get into what's in this box right here. Wow, I'm such a dummy. It literally says, please open the box from the bottom. Just do this. So we have to turn it upside down while it's open. Ooh. You know what's gonna make this better? Some YouTube. Who should we watch while we unbox this and set it up? Let's watch Steve Moria. This guy's pretty funny. Okay, be right back. Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. Alright, so I already did my cardio for the morning, so I'm going to test this out tomorrow morning, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion at the end of it. But first impressions, so far so good. It actually feels really stable. If you're cycling, maybe this would be wobbly, but it's really, really smooth and secure. The tension here is really smooth as well. Whoa! You can get a lot of tension on this, that's crazy. It's quiet, you can't hear anything, listen. Whew! I'm already sweating a little. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. Alright, but again, I'll give you my full thoughts later as I use the bike. But so far, first impressions, pretty good. Alright, so it's just almost 2 o'clock now. Just gonna hang out, chill, get ready, and then I will see you guys for dinner, for my birthday dinner.
Oh, we both missed to the pin.
I like your friend a lot. You from
So I'd like to thank Yesoul for sponsoring this portion of the video. As I said earlier, I was looking for a Peloton alternative indoor cycling bike. As an avid mountain biker during the SoCal summers, it gets hard to get out there in the heat, and so I wanted something I could do at home. But I wanted something light, portable, a fraction of the cost for the Peloton bike that I could put outside to do some outdoor workouts as well. And upon my research, I found this Yesoul G1M bike. And I've been using it for a week and I have to say I really, really like it. The reason I didn't go for a Peloton and the reason I started looking at other brands and other options is because basically I didn't want to have to pay for the Peloton subscription as well as the screen to not really utilize the screen since I wouldn't be using the classes. And so one of the highlights for this bike is that it does come with a screen and it also offers classes, but the cool thing about that is you don't have to subscribe or do the classes to be able to fully utilize the screen on this, because you can basically mirror or cast your phone onto here and it'll basically be like AirPlay. It'll mirror whatever's on your phone into there. And so basically you can use the screen to stream any of your favorite platforms like Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, Prime, all that stuff. And for me, that's what I want to watch when I'm doing cardio. I don't really need an instructor yelling at me to tell me what to do. That's just my personal preference. And so that was a huge thing of why I really wanted this bike over a Peloton. Another huge reason is the price. This right now is retailing for $499, which is insane given what you're getting out of this bike versus a Peloton which runs up into thousands of dollars. So I'm really glad that I reached out to Yesoul and they were kindly enough to send this bike for free for testing, and so far I love it. So one of my other main concerns for this bike is because it was a fraction of the price of a Peloton, I was really worried about the build quality as well as how sturdy it feels, because I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, if this is $499 and Pelotons are thousands, what, and even the NordicTrack, I'm like, how good could this really be? And honestly, it is really sturdy and super quiet. Yeah, even Donnie was like, are you sure you want this? But then when he saw it, he tried it out, he was like, oh wow. So he was thoroughly impressed as well. I've actually taken a few cycle classes, and this knob is clutch for when you want to increase your resistance or decrease it. And you know, if you want to start sweating more, definitely want to increase it and ride harder. And then when you're cooling down or just taking a break, you want to decrease this and just cruise along. That's very much like mountain biking, because in mountain biking you're constantly climbing trails and mountains and hills, and so certain times you're gonna want to increase the tension to get that feeling of climbing, and then when you're descending you can release and just cruise down. So yeah, and so because this does have classes, the screen actually does rotate 360 degrees, so it can go all the way to the left or right, and that's primarily if you want to hop off your bike and then do whatever the instructor's saying, whether it is, you know, HIIT workout or something with weights. So that's pretty awesome if you're into classes. I believe the classes, I think I want to say it's $70 per year, which comes in just under $6 per month, which it's actually pretty affordable if you are into classes. I think Peloton's is $240 a year. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this throughout the summer and even into the winter months. It's something that I could use in the garage, here, or out in my backyard. I'm thinking I might leave it in my garage because that's where all my other equipment is, and I could just wheel it out to the driveway if I want some fresh air. Because for me, doing cardio, I love to be out in nature, getting in the fresh air. And honestly, this couldn't have come at a better time. Everything just aligned. This was not planned. I didn't plan my birthday vlog to turn into this health kick for 43. It just kind of progressed into that, and this ended up shipping at the same time as I was doing my birthday vlog. The universe was telling me to go on this path and I followed it, and here we are. Again, thank you so much Yesoul for sponsoring this portion of the video and sending this bike for me to continue my health journey as I am learning to age gracefully and embracing my age in my early 40s. Before turning 43, I never really talked about my age on this channel aside from a couple videos. It was just one of those things where it was almost embarrassing, because one, I follow a bunch of other vloggers who are in their 20s and 30s. I know a lot of you guys. I met you online and we follow each other on Instagram, and you guys have been really supportive of me on my journey for vlogging, even though I'm like old in comparison to you guys, but you have been also nice and gracious. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off tangent. I'm starting to embrace my age, and again, this guy will help me kind of be in the best shape physically, but also mentally. So again, Yesoul, thank you for sponsoring this portion of the video. Oh, and you know what I forgot to mention too is that if you do have Peloton equipment, let's say you have a treadmill, but you're not quite sure you're gonna like cycling, or maybe you just want to integrate that very seldomly in your workout routine, you can use your Peloton app in here. You just have to mirror it from your phone. You plug it into your USB-C or lightning cable and you're good to go. So while this is considered somewhat a Peloton alternative, it could be an addition to your current Peloton equipment if you're not wanting to invest in a full-on Peloton bike. So something to think about. I will leave some information down below in the description for this, as well as a link in case you want to check it out.